Hello everyone, I am Sri Manija here to give you a brief introduction to myself. I am currently pursuing my undergraduation in IT branch at National Institute of Technology, Raipur. I belong to a nuclear family. I have amazing relationship with all the members of our family. We care about each other very well. I was born in Kurnool. Kurnool is a city in Andhra Pradesh. It is formerly served as the capital of Andhra Pradesh in the years around 1953 to 1956. The city is often referred to as Gateway of Rayalaseema. Kurnool is also famous for diamond hunting, as diamonds can be found in the barren land of Kurnool after the top layers of soil are washed away by the monsoon rains. The original name of Kurnool is found in historical records as Kandanavolu. I completed my intermediate in Hyderabad, which is the capital city of Telangana state. I too have many dreams like every middle class girl has. One of them is pursuing my masters in abroad. Whatever I do, I want to make my parents proud and I want to see them leading a better life further what they are leading now. I mingle with people easily. I try to make more friends. Generally, I watch movies and listen to music during my free time. I mostly try to spend time with people around me and I talk more with them. I even like watching cricket. I watch cricket with my brother. Now, to know more about me, I'd like to answer some questions given by our respected Dr. Anup Kumar Tiwari sir.
Are you using your time wisely?
The concept of using time wisely is subjective and can mean different things to different people. We live in a world where there's a lot of emphasis on productivity and efficiency. I believe that using time wisely is not just about being productive every single moment, but also finding a balance between work, test, and personal growth. I easily get caught up with the tasks that make me feel accomplished but don't actually contribute to my long term goals. To avoid this, I try to focus more on setting clear, achievable objectives for each day. By doing this, I feel that I'm working towards something meaningful rather than simply filling my day with unwanted activities. I feel that it's important to spend time on rest and relaxation also. Because if we continuously work for hours, our brain stops working. It needs some rest and relaxation as well. When I work, I'll take a 5-minute break for every 30 minutes. In recent times, I also try to spend some time on my self care and hobbies, which I feel are important. I feel refreshed and I get charged when I watch a movie or listen to some songs, which make me more focused and efficient when I return to my tasks. This balance helps me avoid the trap of equating being busy with using time wisely. By setting meaningful goals, avoiding distractions, and prioritizing what truly matters, I believe I am making better use of my time and living a more fulfilling life.
Are you taking anything for granted?
I believe everyone should ask this question themselves regularly. I sometimes feel guilty of taking several things for granted. One of the most important aspects of my life that I often overlook is my health. I find myself having more fast food, skipping exercise, or thinking that my body will just keep going. But later, after some days, I'll notice that effect of fast food and all, like getting sick. I have noticed that I did not ever take the relationships in my life for granted. My family and friends have been a constant source of support, love, and guidance. I'll never take them for granted. Sometimes I may, but at most I'll try not to take them for granted. The significance of these relationships is immense, as they provide emotional stability and a sense of belonging. Furthermore, I have grown with certain comforts and opportunities in my life, such as access to education, technology, and even the freedom to express myself. These are the privileges that not everyone in the world has. But because they have always been a part of my life, I sometimes forget to be thankful for them. I often focus on what I don't have rather than appreciating the abundance that already surrounds me. Asking myself whether I am taking anything for granted serves as a powerful reminder to slow down and appreciate the small and big things in life.
What are you really scared of?
When I ask myself what am I really scared of, I start to realize that it's not always the obvious things like failure or rejection. I'm scared of not being enough, of not meeting my own expectations or the standards that others have set for me. Fear is a part of human. We all feel it sometimes, whether it's a big or small. For me, it's often about the unknown. I worry about what might happen or what I might lose, but I have learned to manage it. I try to stay focused on the present moment instead of worrying about the future. I focus on what's happening right now. I practice mindfulness and meditation to calm my mind. This helps me to be more present and less anxious. Talking to friends or family can also be helpful. Sometimes just talking about my fears can make them feel less overwhelming. They can offer support, advice, or a different perspective. And most importantly, I remember that fear is normal and it doesn't have to control me. It's okay to feel afraid sometimes, but it's important to not let fear hold me back. By facing many fears and finding healthy ways to manage them, I can live a more fulfilling life.
Are you living true to yourself?
It's a question I often ask myself. It's a journey of self discovery, and the answer can change over time. For me, living true to myself means being honest with myself about my thoughts, feelings, and desires, following my passions, and pursuing my goals, even if it means stepping outside of my comfort zone. It also means being true in my relationships and expressing myself honestly. Sometimes it can be difficult to live true to myself. There are societal expectations, pressures from others, and my own self doubt that can get in the way. But I have learned that it's important to listen my inner voice and trust my intuition. I have also learned that living true to myself doesn't mean being selfish or disregarding the needs of others. It means finding a balance between my own needs and the needs of those around me.
Are you taking care of yourself physically?
It's important to prioritize my physical health, but it can be easy to neglect it in the busyness of everyday life. I try to make an effort to eat healthy, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. But it's not always easy. Sometimes I skip meals, stay up too late, or skip workouts. When I am not taking care of myself physically, I feel tired, irritable, and less productive. I'm more likely to get sick and have a harder time coping with stress. It's important to find a balance between taking care of myself and enjoying life. I don't have to be perfect, but I do need to make an effort to prioritize my physical health. When I take care of myself physically, I feel better both mentally and emotionally. I'll be energetic, more focused, and I'll be able to handle challenges. It's a journey and there will be setbacks. But by making small changes and prioritizing my physical health, I can live a healthier and happier life. For example, I might start by making small changes to my diet, like eating more fruits and vegetables and drinking more water. I might also try to incorporate more physical activity into my daily routine, such as taking a walk or doing some yoga. And I might make an effort to get to bed earlier and to create a relaxing bedtime routine. It's important to find activities that I enjoy and that fit into my lifestyle. I don't have to join a gym or run a marathon to be healthy. Even small changes can make a big difference.
Are you achieving the goals that you have set for yourself?
It's a question I often ask myself, especially when I feel overwhelmed or unfulfilled. It's a reminder to stay focused on my priorities and to measure my progress. I have set a few goals for myself, both short term and long term. Some of my goals are related to my career, while others are related to my personal life. I have made progress towards some of my goals, but I have also faced setbacks along the way. It's important to remember that achieving goals takes time and effort. It's not always a linear process. When I'm feeling discouraged, I try to remind myself of the progress I have made. I also try to break down my goals into smaller and more manageable steps. This can help me to stay motivated and focused. It's important to be flexible and adaptable when it comes to goal setting. Sometimes things don't go as planned, and it's necessary to adjust my goals accordingly. By staying focused on my goals and making progress towards them, I could feel more fulfilled and satisfied with my life. It's a reminder that hard work and perseverance can pay off.
Which is worse, failing or never trying?
It's a question I have pondered often. While both can be difficult, I believe that failing is ultimately less harmful than never trying. Failing can be painful, but it's a natural part of life. It's an opportunity to learn, grow, and become stronger. When we fail, we can analyze what went wrong and make adjustments for the future. On the other hand, never trying is a missed opportunity. It's a way of limiting ourselves and preventing ourselves from reaching our full potential. When we don't try, we miss out on the chance to learn, grow, and experience new things. Of course, it's important to be realistic about our goals and to set ourselves up for success. But we should also be willing to take risks and step outside of our comfort zones. Ultimately, I believe that it's better to try and fail than to never try at all. Failure is a stepping stone to success, and it's opportunity to learn and grow.
Are you letting matters that are out of your control stress you out?
It's completely normal to feel stressed about things that we can't control. Sometimes our mind like to worry about the future or things that are out of our hands. It's okay to feel this way, but it's important to remember that we can't change everything. I try focus on the things that I can control. These might be things like my actions, thoughts, or how I spend my time. For example, instead of worrying about a test I haven't taken yet, I could focus on studying harder and doing my best. It's also helpful to practice relaxation techniques. These can include deep breathing, meditation, or spending time in nature. These activities can help calm our mind and body, making it easier to cope with stress. If I find that stress is significantly affecting my daily life, I'll talk to someone about it. This could be a friend, family member, teacher, or counselor. They can offer support and guidance.
Does it really matters what others think about you?
That's a great question. It's something we all think about at some point. It can matter to some extent. We are social creatures, and it's natural to want us be liked and accepted. But it's important to remember that we are the only person who truly knows ourselves. I feel that I'm the one who sets the course and make the decisions. If I let other people's opinions steer me, I might end up going in a direction that doesn't feel right for me. I only focus on the people who matter. Not everyone's opinion is worth considering. I think about the people who genuinely care about me and have my best interests at heart. Their opinions can be valuable. I don't let fear hold me back. It's okay to make mistakes or try new things, even if it might make some people uncomfortable. The important thing is to learn and grow from our experiences. Everyone makes mistakes. I don't want to beat up myself for them. Instead, focus on learning from them and moving forward. We should remember that we are amazing and unique. I want to live my life on my terms and don't want to be afraid to be myself.